welcome to...
Why would you do that?
Shush, you.
Red flashing light, what?
Well, now that these two have woken up from their hibernation chambers...
Hey, I've been up.
It's the future.
Nothing but up, because happening.
Yeah, the big sweaty info dump after dark.
Yeah, apparently, because the moment we say, yeah, that's it.
Things happen anyway.
Booster Road monthly drops, Pokemon Big comes out, literally the day of.
Literally the day of,
Like,
literally like after we put up our video.
I guess we should have, we in particular should have complained about it sooner because we got results.
Yeah, hey.
Alright, so starting from the top of Booster 15,
I'm gonna let you finish, but I gotta say something about the Celebi. Why do they all have perfect attack? Like, at least there were all of the people I've talked to, they've had perfect attack and defense.
Because they need to false swipe harder.
Yeah, and they also have a false swipe that's not actually false swipe. Just wanted to throw that out there. Continue.
it's a 5 and 6 thing, so whatever. Okay. Shadow Paladins. No reverse. Okay.
Well, Ren, you transcended evil just like Kai.
I don't even know. Revenger, Desperate Dragon, or whatever the crap. At the start of the main phase, you can retire a Shadow Paladin, then your opponent chooses one of theirs and retires it. It's okay. And then at Limit Break, if you have more rear guards, you can counterblast a Revenger for +5/+1. I don't know why that's a triple rare. It could have easily been a double rare boss alternate thing. But I guess they just like milking that fan base.
By like grabbing its teats.
That self-damage drawer card turned out to be real. The Quintet wall is very real. Judge Bow Revenger is the most insane forerunner in a while. When it boosts a Phantom Vanguard and hits their Vanguard, you can counterblast one, move him to Soul, call any 2 grade 1 Shadow Paladins from the deck at rest. And they just got their Dindrain clone, so that's +3 right there, if you get 2 of those.
Dude.
Like, I just want to play Shadow Blaze Dragon as a full-on deck because of that, since you can ride Mordred Phantom anyway, in any deck.
That's crazy. There's a
Kagero.
That was the other. Oh yeah, we got more news on the Kageros.
Okay, so Breakrite Overlord, very real, very triple rare. Wow,
Yep, and
much ass pain.
yeah, so I hope you like having your triple rare grade 3 lineups.
What does triple rare overload
Okay, +10, and then if you attack a rear guard, you can counterblast 1, drop 1, stand once that turn.
Once, as in not allowed to work with Dauntless for the next guy, of course.
Well, I mean, you could play an 8 break ride deck. Just Dauntless OG Overlord.
Break ready forever.
Thing.
I guess
I
so.
don't remember what his condition for +2k was, though. It wasn't all that important in comparison.
The next guy over, you really can't use with Dauntless.
And then the Rebirth. Counterblast 1, lock 1 or more Kagero rear guards, and then if you have 5 locked cards, 10k and the ability to re-stand after attacking the Vanguard for discard 2. But you can't use this ability again this turn, even if the cost is not paid. So that means if you swing first with Dauntless and re-stand that way, you missed your chance.
Oh, damn it, I just realized something.
And vice versa.
Overlord Rebirth is also anti-Link Joker.
It is, because they can't screw him.
If you lock their stuff,
I just have to lock
I'm
less.
just gonna lock the last thing. Now I'm ape on you.
Well,
If you don't lock my stuff, I'll do it myself if I really want to.
Got it. Just let Overlord lock himself and then have Chaos Breaker kill them all.
What if he
Just
locks
ride
them?
Glendios afterwards. It'll be
Yeah.
fine.
Live.
It's an anti thing. You do it if they lock your stuff, you punish them for doing it. So they kill you for locking their stuff. So you don't want to do that
Never ride
But yeah,
Infinite
because
Zero.
he's going to hit twice.
Easily, just, it's crazy. At least you can't attack the Vanguard 3 times under any circumstances,
No.
so they
Yes,
covered
it's
that
true.
base. Still, 6 drive checks and plus 10 is big. Well, plus 20 between the break ride itself.
Yeah. That's still pretty crazy.
And of course,
Speaking of,
as if they needed more, they got the Shadow Lancer clone, so you can drop any grade 3 to get Overlord.
excuse me. Yep, that's true.
The K clone, a new Forerunner, which probably won't be used that much, but
for-
it snowballs like crap. Lizard Soldier Fargo or something.
What the Christ?
Move it in, choose your Overlord Vanguard, and this turn, whenever it hits, retire one.
No, so it's okay, I guess. I think the other thing was a lot cooler.
Saturn gets to go off earlier, so, I mean...
So I mean, it's like I guess you won't chastise you for using it, but we also won't say it's the better choice either.
At least it makes the cross break play really game over.
True.
The quintet wall, of course, and this is on top of the unflipper and stuff we already knew about, so that's deck.
But speaking of anti-Link Joker support, I believe Alfred said I have more effects.
Yes, his limit break is Counterblast 3, Soul Blast 2. Send all of your rear guards and locked cards to the top of your deck,
Yep.
and then top call 5 Liberators.
He is so good.
Yep. So in other words, it's not 5 new ones, but it's on the other hand.
You get
5
to sell
unlocked
off
You know
of everything you already
not only,
had.
yeah, but not only that, but you also get to use the effects of things you called earlier. So it's like, I want to draw another card and give power to this or this. I'm going to do that right now.
Hi, Bruno.
+1 for every gold paladin rear, and strangely enough,
And-
it's not a cross ride.
And if you
Yeah.
top call Blaster Blade Liberator, plus 10 and a crit.
Yeah, he's got an alternate break. It's just +10 and a crit when you call Blade Liberator from the deck.
Gotta run forward.
It's probably not going to happen very often, but it's still interesting that it's there.
You can set up the Blade Liberator with the new Forerunner, move it
true.
to Soul, search for Blade Liberator, shuffle the deck, put him on top.
Yeah, that's true.
And
And
also
that's
we
also
got
a free
an
setup for
unflipper.
Gancelot Zenith, and it's just really nice altogether.
Yeah, they getting some neat stuff. I guess it's a good thing that they're doing it too, since Gold Paladins are probably going to be on vacation.
For a while. So
So
they have
give
to
them-
make it count.
Give them everything they need now, so they can make do for about a year without actual play, or at least use from main character.
Let's
Corin's been
dump
using gold
Ezel
pals.
Paladins on Corin, guys.
Yep, like the manga did. I mean, and since she's not like main character, it won't get anything good. I'm just gonna say it right now, not good stuff. But at least they'll still have things, but it won't be Liberator stuff. It'll just be generic, which is fine actually. I don't hate that because archetypes are not as fun as I was hoping they would be.
They are just extremely streamlined.
Yep. So
Gold
yeah.
Paladins also got the Lancer clone for Gancelot. So 4 Gancelot, 4 Holy Shine is go. Consistency in a can everywhere.
AKN.
Especially with Link Joker. Oh man, he's going all out.
Oh man.
Oh, this Glendios support is
It's
just
crazy.
so ridiculous. Okay, Exhibit A, Ruin Magician, which I'm pretty sure is Counterblast 1 when you call it, and then for each of your reverse rear guards with a different name, add 1 reverse from your drop zone to your hand, I think? Or maybe it was from the deck, but either way, it's self-sufficient. There was the grade 2 we already knew about, that when it hits the Vanguard, Counterblast 1 searches for a reverse from deck, add it to hand. There's an unflipper. When you play it, for every reverse with a different name, unflip 1, and the deck needed this, otherwise it wasn't going to function. We got Mini Glendios, who is a reverse unit.
What are you doing, Em?
Technically.
Oh no.
Anyway.
Star Vader Reverse Cradle. So it's not a reverse unit, it's a storage facility for them.
Yeah,
Just like Lou isn't a Liberator yet.
Wait a second.
He will be.
Wait a second.
Yeah. It's limit break when you call a reverse, lock 1, gain 5k once per turn, and your reverse rear guards are treated as Link Joker, so you don't have a clash going on. So you can play like 4 Glendios for this, like 1 or 2 actual reverses.
And then you're good to go.
Cold Death Dragon's there to Jew them out of the normal strategy. Makes them top call and then lock 1. Well, lock it. And they can't just like play it over something they already had because locked cards aren't zones. That's if you want to go for the ulti break, which probably won't happen. And then you got their own pseudo perfect guard that says, when you guard with me, if your Vanguard is Omega Glendios, change the attack target to a reverse rear guard.
Welcome to 8 Sentinels.
It's gonna be so annoying. And especially now, because you don't need to run Worldline Dragon anymore. You can just, call a reverse, lock 1, Dust Tail, lock the other one, Omega lock their front row the whole game.
Yeah, it's like, just because of this thing alone, I'm going to predict that, well, I know a lot of people are going to play it because, Omega Lock, it's permanent. So, I think we're definitely going to see a format where people are being forced to use
Have fun
unlockers.
spending $1,000 because Glendios is not going to show up. Being a secret rare tier and all that.
Well, at any rate, it's going to be a format where people are going to probably be forced to run at least a set of any kind of unlocker or thing that you can get a benefit for having things locked with.
Or you're just playing your restanders as per usual. Fucking Minerva, Horde Owl, Punch.
I don't know. I don't even think that's going to be able to keep you alive for an extended period of time. I mean, locked for a turn, sure, but locked for several turns?
It's a dick.
Well,
for as many turns as you have counterblasts and reverses.
But the point is more than a turn, and that's enough to probably warrant more use of, if you have them available to you, the either unlockers or things that can get benefits for having their stuff locked.
Reverse!
Yep.
Liberators.
It's just a easy precaution. It's easier than, planning a deck around the worst case scenario, or just having a deck built out of the worst case scenario, where it's like you just don't play anything just so you don't have to worry about it happening.
Got it. Play
Or
it
unless
over
you're Spike
Kumo.
Brothers.
I don't think we heard about any other, like, Palamoon or Mega Colony or Aquaforce, unfortunately. But, Jesus, they really saved their best for last here.
Except for, where's my Holy Shinebo Dragon clone for Nubatama?
No!
Well, maybe I want it.
What about the grade 1 counterblast 1 liberator? For every liberator on your field, you gain, what was it, +5 in the guard or something?
Alright, well,
What about it? We
that
already
a
talked
long
about
time
that
ago.
already. We made a video about that actually a while ago.
She's good. Obviously, you play like 2, because that's all you really have for space.
I guess that just about does it for this new dump.
Commons, please!
Oh yeah, I guess that's something that we can look forward to. Other than that, I think the next thing, unless something else happens again, without us knowing, should be the Buddy Fight episode 6, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's better, babe.
Skip straight to 7, guys.
Man, you don't know them. They skipped like 4 promos in Vanguard.
And
I mean-
sets, for that matter.
I mean, we still don't even know what they should be, because we can't, just look at the Japanese promo list. Theirs is different than ours.
And I don't know what's coming after Booster 13. Whether it's the extra boosters or the trial deck or the...
Yeah.
and whether or not it'll be out before the end of the team league, because that's another important...
That's also very important too, yeah. So I guess we just gotta wait. They really like making us wait nowadays, considering they're the same people who just kind of threw spoilers at us every second they could last year.
Intense.
Well, I guess this about does it. If there's any other news we didn't bring up, again, nothing from the 6th and beyond for this video, for obvious reasons of no duh, we don't know. Just feel free to comment below. Try to be constructive with it too. I don't have to come out there and kick some ass again. And don't do drugs unless you really have to. Bye.
How does I fish on Route 14?